We have the last set between Chipmunk again against Bender. Let me get the drafts up here. Chipmunk is getting special treatment today. 2 sets in one day. We have the maps and we have this hivs. Okie dokie. So the first map is gonna be Satao. Then we have Hyper Random and Lagoon for Chipmunk, and Watershed, which was a random pick, and Akaray as well, actually, for Bender. Very confident there from Bender to go with 2 random picks. Maybe Bender just took too long. Maybe, I don't know. Both could be possible. Also, Bender has the first pick is random as well, which is Ethiopians. I don't think I've seen the Ethiopians yet being played in Deathmatch, so that tells me that that's not a great random pick. Also seeing the Vietnamese, those are better. The Georgians got sniped by Chipmunk. The Japanese, the Slavs, the Tatars, and the Portuguese. Meanwhile, Chipmunk's Spanish got sniped, and then Chipmunk's last left. The Dravidians, the Magyars, the Bulgarians, the Wu, the Georgians, and the Celts. Didn't Chipmunk go for in the last set also go for the Dravidians? I could have sworn it was Dravidians, Magyars, Bulgarians, Wu, and Georgians. But not the Celts and the Spanish because those got admin banned. I think so. So almost for Chipmunk, almost the same Civ draft. And yeah, that's it for those. And I would say let us head into the first game here. We have Satao as the first home map. Let's get it. Alright, guys. This is game number 1 between Bender Bender in the blue as the Japanese against Chipmunk in the teal as the Celts. Now, interesting matchup because one would think the Japanese would be nice with the CA, maybe CA plus Samurai against what could be Halberdiers as I'm seeing this. Maybe Road Raiders later on. And of course Heavy Siege for the Celts. That's a good one. We'll see how that goes. Champions now coming in for Chipmunk 2. There we see the Siege Rangers. CA about to come in for Bender. Of course, Halberdiers as well for the Japanese. Makes sense, kinda. They do attack faster, so Halberdiers 1-on-1, the Japanese would win that. But the champions from the Celts are gonna destroy that ideal for the Japanese Halberdiers. I don't know what I'm saying right now. Anyways, CA don't get much in here against the champions, and the Onja's already there. You have a castle going up for the Celts. And the Siege Onjas at the moment, I think 90% just killing their own units. Good job, boys. Especially since champions aren't that cheap either. And I mean, I'm curious about the Halberdiers from Bender. I guess they are just trash units for whatever, so the gold to go for the CA or the handguns. But I mean, you can expect that Chipmunk is not going for any cav at all, obviously. I don't even know if the Celts get any cav. I guess you do get Panazon. But that's not usually what the Celts go for at all. So yeah, I really think the Halberdiers was just there to save gold for the CA or the hand cannons. I'm seeing some Arbalest as well, but I'm assuming that's a misclick. But the Siege Rangers from the Celts are just pushing here. A few champions there as well. And Chipmunk is set to take the middle already. We have a TC going up there. We have castles going up. No World Raiders yet though. The Onges might actually deny the castle. This is looking close. Onges are backing off from the champions. Oh, that was a bad shot. Ah! And Chipmunk just snipes 3 or 4 of his own siege owners. Good job. Castle going up over here for Chipmunk. So many siege owners. 14, 15 with 19 and more in the queue. Castle falls. Damn it! Chipmunk did this in the last set as well. I feel like Chipmunk learned castle dropping from Drought. This is very bad. I don't even remember how many castle Chipmunk lost like this. So many. The siege owners, what are they? They are just attack grounding behind the CAs. That's amazing. Another siege owner went down to their own siege oranges, and the trap is gonna take down the TC in the middle. Traps coming in for Chipmunk too. Few World Raiders in there as well. Oh, a lot of siege owners going down. Of course, the Japanese have nice trap wars as well. The castle from Bender is about to go up. I think that one trap is not going to deny that. And it's looking alright for Bender right now. I think Chipmunk has shot himself in the foot once or twice. But then again, the siege oranges numbers do cannot speak for themselves. If they wouldn't be killing their own units constantly. Of course, that's a constant risk you have with those units, but I mean, at least if you don't kill too many of your own champions and siege oranges, you should be fine. But don't let them stand there and get sniped by the traps either. They're just as bad as killing your own siege oranges with your own siege oranges. But the castle goes down there, the trap goes down from the Japanese, and the castle might even get denied completely here. The traps targeting that too. Castle almost down. The traps from Bender trying to snipe more siege oranges. They do get at least one. Castle. 2 castles over here for Bender, but another trap there for Chipmunk, which might go down. Another trap went down there already. Rams take down the traps from Bender though. The castle did get denied. Still so many siege oranges. For Chipmunk, a few samurai in there. Might try to snipe a few siege oranges. Yeah, that one guy in there is so annoying because now every time Chipmunk has to deal with that, he's gonna kill at least one of his own siege oranges. But the hand cannons are not gonna be great against those either. Chipmunk is gonna go for more World Raiders. I'm a fan. I do like them. They look pretty solid. Oh, siege orange shots. Oh. Quite a few hand cannons went down there. And the Rams get in here. They could take down the traps there as well. That was waiting unprotected. But the Rams are gonna go for the castles first. No, for the traps. Yeah, there we go. And Chipmunk takes on the castle too, and it's looking very nice. Push further. Has stopped for now. Is maybe waiting for some more traps or some of the World Raiders. Here they come. They do look sick. But all of them go down to their own siege oranges, of course. And Chipmunk wins the first game. Banner taps out, and I don't even know if there's a statistic in the game that tells you how many of your own units you killed. But I don't think I even want to know that for Chipmunk. But Chipmunk does win the first one. And We will head into the next set in a second. Let me go with teal for Chipmunk, because Chipmunk is always a teal. With the Celts winning against the Japanese. Alright. So, for the next one, we have one of the random maps for Bender, which is now Watershed. And we have Chipmunk in the teal as the Dravidians, with Bender in the blue as the Vietnamese. Okay. We have seen both civs once or twice today already. So this might be elephant archers against elephants, we'll see. Because players with these two civs have gone for those mainly. Champion opening for the Dravidians. That's normal because you usually don't get into elephant archers immediately. They take a while. There we go, elephant archers. Okay. Guess Chipmunk is doing this quickly. Then we have fire lances for the Vietnamese coming up. I'm seeing demos as well. No dogs yet, I think, for Chipmunk on the way now. Yeah, just pure fire lances at the moment for the Vietnamese. We'll see about the battle elephants in a moment. I'm not seeing any stables going up though. Maybe Bender's just gonna skip out on the elephants. That would be a shame. But maybe he's expecting elephant archers from the Dravidians, from Chipmunk. The champions come first though. I'm assuming that's what the fire lances are for. Yeah. Quite a big number there already. And Chipmunk is gonna back up. The water looks pretty set for Bender. Snap the will there to deny more dogs. And Chipmunk is just gonna make more elephants, more champions. The champions do have that wood steel attack, right? They do ignore armor, so they're gonna be really nice. And for now, Bender's just gonna go full lances, and now I'm seeing veteran archers as well. And I guess veteran archers doesn't even make... I mean, I wanted to say veteran archers do make pretty good sense here. Because they are kind of like anti-archer archers, right? So they have high pierce armor. Let me get one of those. That's 10 pierce armor. So they would be good against the elephants. Let's see. The lances are good against elephants either way, right? So really nice combination there actually for Bender. I guess your own battle elephants aren't even necessary here. Will probably even worsen your combination of units. And Bender is also gonna go for some cannon galleons. Chipmunk is gonna add some more oranges again as well. But the fire lances are of course kind of weak with the elephant archers, if they don't get close. And Chipmunk might follow this up with a few traps. I'm seeing one standing up there. And Chipmunk keeps pushing. No castle inside yet. Two of them are back over here, 3. So Chipmunk can keep going for a little bit. Before Chipmunk runs into castles. And now we see Imperial skirms for the Vietnamese. I guess that was kinda inevitable, right? Against elephant archers. I do like veteran archers more, kinda. Against Imperial skirms, but I guess Imperial skirms also go easier on the gold, so that's maybe nicer for Bender right now. The TC falls to the oranges. The castles might fall to the traps next. Castle number 1 is falling. There's so many elephant archers by now. 57. And that means as the castle falls, Chipmunk is of course basically out of course. Doesn't matter though if you already are destroying your opponent's base. With those elephant archers, oranges, traps and champions. And Chipmunk wins the second game as well. Okay. Good job there from Chipmunk. We have Chipmunk win on Watershed with the Dravidians against the Vietnamese. Right. Let's just keep going. We have the next one, game number 3. It is going to be Lagoon. We have Bender in the blue as the Tatars, over here, against Chipmunk in the teal as the Wu. Interesting civ choices. The Wu isn't a bad choice for sure. They are kinda a water civ, right? Also nice that your houses do complete faster and everything. So Chipmunk should be pretty solid here on this map. The Luchans are pretty strong as well. We have seen those several times today actually. As Chipmunk is gonna go for halberdiers for now. Meanwhile, Bender is going for some stables and dogs himself. He's gonna go for lances as the Tatars. Not a bad idea. Not so sure about the Tatar water game though. I don't think that's very strong. Let me see this. Yeah, not really, right? If this weren't pure water, I would have said flaming camels, question mark, but if you have demos, why go for flaming camels, I guess. There we see demos. Then again, this is only a demolition ship, so actually flaming camels might be justified. The Wu probably get proper demos, yeah. The lancers are gonna get in here into Chipmunk's base. The halberdiers are there though, so I think Chipmunk is safe for now. Has a few carracks, or is it carracks or is it hogs? No, that's heavy demos, sorry. Come on, carracks, okay. Carracks there. Bender's gonna try to take the middle water as well. Oh, whoa, damn, the lancers really do damage against those. Jesus. Here they come, ship against ship again. Chipmunk looking really good here. But the lancers... yeah, they do pretty well against the ships, to be honest. They really take them down. Chipmunk is gonna go for some loot chance though. They should do better against the lancers, at least from afar. Here they go. I would have gone camel, honestly, with ships. Really? If I remember this correctly, you went fire lancers and halberdiers against ships, mostly. I mean, I don't mind camels. I think we've seen earlier today though that the camels aren't that amazing against ships. They did work at first, but then they kind of fell off. So elephants are still, I think, the number one unit against ships. Mainly also because they're just tanky, right? Didn't have camels, yeah, that's true. In this case, yeah. Oh, I didn't know anti-cav and anti-ship just translates like that. Nice castle there from Chipmunk. Kind of stopping the ships from Bender. As more Luchans are out now, and they're starting to take over. Bender is also now switching fully into ships, and as that happens, Bender taps out and Chipmunk takes the third game as well. Alright. Let us head into the fourth one. Let me update this and then we're ready to go. Let's see if Bender is able to take the fifth game. And no, wrong one. And the next one is gonna be interesting again because no wait a minute. Did I skip something? No wait. We just finished the third one. I got confused, okay. Maybe I updated the score before I said that. Yeah, it looks like yeah. Yeah, okay. We just finished the third one with the Wu winning against the Stars. Okay. We have game number 4 coming up on Akaway. Let's go with this one. Alright. Chipmunk in the teal as the Bulgarians. We saw that combination earlier today already. Against Bender in the blue as the Slavs. Last time Chipmunk was against the Cumans as the Bulgarians on this map. Let's see how the Slavs do. You do have these two castles on your side which are walled in, so you're gonna have to break through those. The hustle from Bender being annoying. Chipmunks is on the way. And we have, yeah, as usual, Conics on the way for the Bulgarians. Against what seems to be champions for the Slavs. Although, I feel like Bender should just go for the Halberdiers and I guess the Boyars. Maybe the Boyar plus Halberdier combination is stronger than the Conics. Especially if Chipmunk isn't going for his own Halberdiers. The Conics look kind of weird when they run, like the horses. Like the animation is kind of off a little bit, but maybe that's on purpose. They look kind of stiff. That's what I'm trying to say. And yeah, here go the Conics, I guess. Of course, not so amazing against the champions. And wait a minute, why is this castle Chipmunks? That's not how it's supposed to be, right? Wait a minute, I'm confused. Why does Chipmunk have 3 castles? Did I miss something? Didn't know you couldn't convert castles. But okay. So Bender's gonna be in trouble if Chipmunk is able to produce out of 3 castles. And Bender's gonna have to deal with this castle for now. And Chipmunk is looking solid. Bender's kind of struggling, obviously, if you only have 1 castle. Still confused. Barracks going up here for Bender for more Halberdiers. Champions didn't really work out. And more Conics coming in for Chipmunk. Yeah. Not much to say here. The Conics come in, the Conics kill. And Bender, yeah. Bender taps out here. Loses the 4th one as well. I'm still surprised that Chipmunk has 3 castles on this map. I'm confused. Because usually it's 2 on 2. So what's going on here? Very odd. Is this a bug or something? But if this is a bug, I would have assumed that they would have played 6 games then, not 5. But I'm seeing only 5 games, so that's interesting. I guess this stands for now. Chipmunk wins on the Korea as well, with the Bulgarians against the Slavs. Alrighty, let us head into the last game of the day. We have Hyper Random. I'm excited. Bender in the blue as the Portuguese, against Chipmunk in the teal as the Magyars. It's a very interesting map generation here. So we're kinda inside the big wood thing here. Looks like a square with a little bit of fantasy, a little bit of imagination, and some resources are on the outside, but not that crazy. And the 2 players are pretty close. Also seeing some heroes again. For some reason, Hyper Random loves heroes. We have Attila the Hun for the 2 of them. But that guy doesn't seem to be that strong. So we're good. Alrighty. Chipmunk is gonna go for some Magias Paladins. Meanwhile, Bender's gonna go for Halberdiers. Gonna try to get that castle up here. And maybe go for Organ Guns. I don't know if they would be strong here against Paladins already. Guess we'll have to find out. Chipmunk is also going for CA, makes sense. But the Paladins do get in here on the builds that are making the castle. 6 builds, 7 builds, 8 builds, 9 builds. Already dead. Castle does go up. But Bender has really taken a hit there in terms of builds. Only 2 left at the moment. And Bender's gonna go for Organ Guns plus Harps, which definitely feels strong. Against the CA, you might struggle a little bit though. Organ Guns are also not great anti-archer units. I've learned that from experience, unfortunately. Very painful experience. And Chipmunk already clustering side of the map with buildings. And this combination of units, of course, very, very strong. But of course also very expensive. Bender's Halberdiers at least are cheaper. But the Organ Guns are dying to the CA, and looks like more wills are going down to the Paladins. And Bender already got the GG. And I think if you're 4 games down already anyways, I think if your start isn't that good, then that's okay. Bender got the GG and Chipmunk wins the set 5-0. And yes, guys, that is actually it for me today already. What I well, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. That's why. Sorry. Already feels weird because it has been 3.5 hours, but the most of the games are so quick then that it feels like not that much time has passed. But anyways, here we are. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Happy to see so many of you guys here partially. And yeah, that's it for me for today. I have planned to cast a few more sets tomorrow. We'll see how this goes. I have some stuff to do first, and then I hope I'm ready to go tomorrow. And then we'll see. I'm also planning on casting the last two games of the Eastern Dynasty tournament on the weekend. I think the best of three, no, the game for place three is for the third place is on Saturday, and the final is on Sunday. I don't know if I'm gonna cast them alone. If Dizzy is up to it, I might actually co-cast with Dizzy. We'll see. But so far we haven't planned anything or anything. Just that these games are taking place there, and yeah, that's that. Otherwise, I'll probably do some more deathmatch and stuff tomorrow and on the weekend and the coming week as well. I think we also do have the next T90 tournament coming up as well, right? I think the sign up ends in a few days. I probably have to sign up still. But yeah, that will be the next one, and yeah, I guess that's it for me already, guys. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see you, yeah, probably tomorrow, very likely. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna wait Arrow now, who's also casting TDM 7, actually casting Zhao as well, so I guess that kind of makes sense. After we watched Zhao earlier too. I don't know if Zhao is still here or already switched to Arrow there, but let's find out, I guess. See if I can find Arrow. There we go. Alrighty. Have fun, guys, and goodbye.